You're watching Talk of the Town. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and I know we often have lots of questions surrounding traffic and how things are going on the roadways. Today we've got some answers for you. We're joined by Town Engineer. This is Jeff Buckalew with the Town of Hilton Head. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We got a lot to chat about. A lot of folks have been asking, we've had some slowdowns the last couple of weeks. This is heavy-hitting journalism we have got for you here today. Lots of questions, but tell us a little bit about some of the slowdowns we experienced. It seems to have gotten better, but a few things going on.
Yeah, things are flowing well here recently, but over the past 2 weeks we had some traffic backups. There was one morning where the DOT contractor at Spanish Wells Road did not meet their paving deadline, having all lanes open by 6 a.m. And since they went over that deadline, had lanes closed, really had a dramatic backup on the 278 into Bluffton throughout the morning that Tuesday. We had some other signal issues where detection loops were cut and additional time was given to the side streets, let's say, and not as much time as through the 278 main line. And so we've cured all those. We're working with the DOT to communicate and make sure we can keep traffic flowing as best we can.
Well, and there's a lot of things to take into consideration, and we did talk a little bit about the traffic signals here just a few days ago, which was nice to really get some inside information and come to understanding what's happening with those. Today we'll dive a little bit more into the paving project you were talking a little bit about. So first of all, what's interesting to me is, okay, the traffic signals are a town project. Paving, though, is DOT. I'm curious how this works. Who initiates these projects?
DOT, SCDOT initiates that. US 278 is a state-maintained roadway. And so the DOT will go out, they do this annually, I believe, but they look at the pavement condition and they analyze that and see which roads have the most deficiencies, the most degraded pavements. And they look at available funding and determine which roads need paved. And they will try to do the worst roads first, of course. They have two distinct projects going on Hilton Head right now. On US 278, they are paving from Gumtree Road to Whooping Crane Way, Indigo Run Drive, and then from Shelter Cove Lane at the Sheriff's Office, that's the most off-island intersection of Shelter Cove Lane, down to Yacht Cove, and then Yacht Cove down to Sea Pine Circle. So it's two distinct projects. It's a little under $12 million total, little under 5 miles, I think, in total length for those two projects.
Wow. So a lot of the island's 278 is under that paving project. That being said, that leaves about 4-ish miles that are not getting paved. So
Yes.
Interesting how they're picking certain spots, but you said it's worst first, right?
Yes, they look at the pavement condition, and believe me, the town pleaded with them to do the whole thing at one time, just for the economies of hiring a contractor and setting up traffic control, impacts to the local community, et cetera. We would have loved for them to do the entire roadway at one time, but due to funding and other roadway needs, they're going to have to come back. They don't have a date set for those other 4 miles, but they will reassess the condition and let us know when they plan to pave it.
But we know it's not going to be during Heritage because you were very
Yes.
clear about some of the paving rules on the spots that are being worked on. Really smart. Tell us about that.
Yeah, when we communicate and coordinate with the SCDOT often, and anytime there's a major construction project on the island, we always ask them to stand down or not have any work going on that would impact Heritage Week. And so the paving contractor has in their contract no lane closures. They won't be working April 10th to the 16th.
Yeah, really great. So that's wonderful. So you've got some projected completion dates. Sounds like that first set of roadway, Gumtree to Whooping Crane, Indigo Run area, June 30th, and then Shelter Cove to Sea Pine Circle, July 31st. So for viewers who are wondering about when that's going to be done,
Yes.
let's hope that those are dates that stick.
Yes.
I've got about a minute left to pick your brain, so I got to ask you about the orange barrels as you get onto the mainland. What's going on with those?
That is another SCDOT project. That is a safety project, and it included Spanish Wells Road and Squire Pope Road. They're widening a turn lane at Spanish Wells and putting a new crosswalk at Squire Pope. But on the mainland, they have some intersection improvements. That work is all to be done by March 31st.
Okay, good to know. Well, this has been a great download of information. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Again, Jeffrey's the Town of Hilton Head. This is Talk of the Town. Stick with us.